It's a beautiful day, and I'm sure you're doing great today. Today's topic is question tags. I want us to say that together. Question tags. Now, if I say the statement, he is a good child, what do you think is the appropriate question tag for that? You say, isn't he? Okay, so why is that so? At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define question tags and use question tags in sentences. Now, what's a question tag? A question tag is a question added to or declarative sentence, usually at the end, to engage the listener, verify that something has been understood, or confirm that an action has occurred. Okay? Now, taking note of this rule, when the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. I repeat, when the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. So, how do you identify a positive statement? A positive statement will not have not. Okay? So, a negative question tag will have not. Okay. Now, see this example. She's a doctor. She's a doctor. This is a positive statement. All right, because it does not have not. All right, so the appropriate question tag is isn't she? It's just like saying, is she not? All right, so this isn't she is a negative question tag. All right, so this is a second example. Yesterday was so much fun. Yesterday was so much fun. This is a positive statement, you can see. All right, so the appropriate question tag is wasn't it? Wasn't it? Okay. Now the next rule. When the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. When the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. So how do you identify a negative statement? A negative statement will have not. Okay? It can also have never. So when you see nobody, never, not in a sentence, you can identify that this is a negative statement. All right. So, and a negative statement will go with a positive question tag. Now, see the examples. He isn't here. He isn't here. Is he? He isn't here. He isn't here. It means he is not here. So it's a negative statement. So the appropriate question tag will be is he? You can't say isn't he. Isn't can go with isn't. All right. So a negative statement can't go with a negative question tag. So it's a negative statement with what a positive question tag. Now, the trains are never on time. The trains are never on time. Are they? Nobody has called for me. Nobody has called for me. Have they? You haven't seen this film. You haven't seen this film. It's just like saying you have not seen this film. So the appropriate question tag is have you? Have you? All right. He can't drive. He can't drive. Just like he cannot drive. You can see there is not there. So it's a negative statement. So you say, can he? Can he? All right. He couldn't hear me. He couldn't hear me. Could, okay, they couldn't hear me. Could they? All right. They couldn't hear me. Could they? All right. So even if you say he couldn't hear me, what will you say? You say, could he? All right. So it is could not will go with could. So do you understand that? You won't tell anyone. You won't tell anyone. Will you? Do you understand that? Won't means will not. All right. So when you want to use the question tag, you will have will you. Do you understand? Now, next is when the verb in the statement is present simple or past simple and is positive. Here, we use don't, doesn't, or didn't. When the verb in the statement is present simple or past simple and is positive, here we use don't, doesn't, or didn't. For instance, Jenny eats cheese. Eat is a what? A present simple tense, okay? All right, so you say doesn't she is the appropriate question tag. So I said that already. I said that already. Said is a what? A past simple tense, and it's in a positive form, okay? Because there's no not there. All right, so the appropriate question tag will be didn't I? Didn't I? Now, see these examples. His father is a dentist. His father is a dentist. Isn't he? She likes playing tennis. Doesn't she? All right. He has got a nice car. He has got a nice car. Hasn't he? You can see that he has got a nice car is a positive statement. So it will have hasn't he? Do you understand? Sophia didn't go to school yesterday. Did she? All right. You haven't had breakfast yet. Have you? Do you understand that haven't would it means have not. So you can't have haven't. So it will be have no have you. Do you understand? You haven't had breakfast yet. Have you? You can't say haven't you. Do you understand? All right. You had been to London before. You had been to London before. Hadn't you? Okay. She will come back tomorrow. She will come back tomorrow. Won't she? Okay. John can make his own decision. John can make his own decision. Can't he? Okay. Now see this. I should see a doctor. I should see a doctor. Shouldn't I? You must call him. Mustn't you? She wouldn't meet with Daniel. Would she? He never plays computer games. Does he? Nobody knows the truth. Do they? I'm invited to the party. Aren't I? Let's go to the gym. Shall we? All right, so you're going to answer this question that I asked before. So you see, he's a good child. He's a good child. What do you think is the appropriate question tag for is a good child? Okay, yes. Isn't he? Clap yourself, clap yourself, clap yourself. Okay, so ensure you take good care of yourself and do have a wonderful day. Bye.